Announcer bot is active. The qualification session is at Autodromo di Monza in Monza, MI, Italy. The wind speed is 5 km/h from the north-northeast. Morgan GP from South Africa in Rettifilo Partenza is first. From South Africa is P4. Craig GP from South Africa is P3. Stewart GP from South Africa in Rettifilo Partenza is 14. Stewart GP is up 20.82 in Variante della Roggia. Stewart GP is up 21.09 in GP is up 20.84 in Curva Parabolica. Morgan GP in Curva Parabolica is P9 up 27.00. Craig GP is fourth up 14.37. Pizzo GP is Jason WP from South Africa in Curva is P9. Morgan GP in Variante della Roggia is third up 0.20. Morgan GP is up 0.55 in Curva del Seraglio. Remaining in the session. Morgan GP is up 2.32 in Curva Parabolica. Morgan GP is provisional pole with 136.993. Kitso GP is provisional pole with a 136.378. Craig GP in Curva Parabolica is P11 up 11.82. Craig GP is 143.204. 6.826 off pole. Al GP from South Africa is 14th. Bryce GP is 15th up 25.07. Bryce GP is up 26.37 in Curva Parabolica. Morgan GP in Curva Parabolica is P2 up 0.75. Craig GP is 10th up 2.62. Craig GP improved to 141.094. 4.716 off pole. Jordan GP from South Africa is P9. Kelton GP from South Africa in Curva Parabolica is P13. Kelton GP is P15 with a 149.272. 12.894 off pole. Jesse WP from South Africa is P6 up 0.29. Jesse WP improved his P5 with a 139.118. 2.740 off pole. Derek GP is P4 up 1.21. Derek GP improved his third with a 137.737, 1.359 off pole. Derek GP is up 0.02 in Recatino Partenza. Glenn GP is 15th. Glenn GP is up 4.16 in Curva del Seraglio. GP is up 4.03 in Curva Parabolica. Jesse WP in Rettifilo Partenza is 5th. Jesse WP improved is 5th with a 138.295. 1.917 off pole. The qualifying session is now in overtime. Omar WP is 7th. Omar WP improved is 7th with a 139.674. 3.296 off pole. Bryce GP in Rettifilo Partenza is 11th. Bryce GP improved is P11 with a 142.776. 6.398 off pole. Pizzo GP is first up 0.42. The race session is at Autodromo di Monza in Monza, MI, Italy. The wind speed is 4 km/h from the northeast. Pizzo GP is P1. Morgan GP from South Africa is 2nd. Garrett GP from South Africa is P3. Jason WP from South Africa is P4. Jesse WP from South Africa is 5th. Bill GWP from South Africa is P6. Omar WP from South Africa is 7th. Craig GP from South Africa is P8. 40 minutes remaining in the session race start. Pizzo GP is first. Morgan GP in Prima Variante is 2nd. Pizzo GP from South Africa in Curva Zone is P2. Jason WP in Variante della Roggia is P6. Jordan GP from South Africa in 2nd. Curva de Lesmo is 6th. Jordan GP is now 5th. Stewart GP Africa in second. Curva de Lesmo is P12. Jason WP entering the pits is P15. Jesse WP in Variante is 15. Jason WP exiting pits. Stewart GP is now 11. Rise GP from South Africa in traditional high-octane is P12, 0.3 behind Stewart GP. Kelton GP from South Africa in Prima Variante is P10. Kelton GP is now 11. Kelton GP lost 12 to Craig GP. Al GP from South Africa in Variante della Roggia is 7, 0.3 behind Tyrone GP. Omar WP in Variante Ascari is P4, 0.3 behind Garrett GP. Derek GP in Curva Parabolica is P7, 0.5 behind Al GP. Derek GP is now P6. Rise GP in Curva Parabolica is P8, 0.1 behind Jesse WP. Al GP is now 4th. Derek GP is 5th, 0.2 ahead of Bill GWP. Derek GP is now 4th. Is 10, 1.0 behind Stewart GP. GP passes Stewart GP for 9. 35 minutes remaining in the session. Stewart GP is P10. Bill GWP in Prima Variante is P5. Best lap is a 140.02, 4.306 off the fastest lap. Jesse WP from South Africa is P7, 0.5 behind Al GP. Al Al GP from South Africa in second. Curva de Lesmo is P6, 0.1 ahead of Jesse WP. Al GP lost P6 to Jesse WP. Bill GWP and Variante Ascari is P5. Bill GWP passed Derek GP for P4. Bryce GP and Variante Ascari is P8, 2.6 ahead of Glenn GP. Bryce GP lost 9th to Stewart GP. Bryce GP lost 11th to Craig GP. Bill GWP in Prima Variante is 4th, 0.5 behind Jordan GP. Derek GP and Variante Delarogia is P5. Best lap is a 139.814. 3.497 off the fastest lap. Derek GP passed Bill GWP for P4. Bill GWP with Curva del Serralio on lap 5 is P5, 0.5 behind Derek GP. Tyrone GP from South Africa in Curva del Serralio is 10th, 0.5 behind Stewart GP. Glenn GP in Curva Parabolica is 8th, 0.5 behind Al GP. Tyrone GP in Curva Parabolica is 10, 0.2 behind Stewart GP. Stewart GP in Prima Variante is P10, 0.3 behind Tyrone GP. Stewart GP is now P11. Glenn GP in Variante Delarogia is P8, 0.5 behind Al GP. Derek GP in Variante Ascari is P4, 0.5 behind Jordan GP. Derek GP was 1.7 faster last lap. Session. Bill GWP in Curva Parabolica is P5, 0.5 behind Derek GP. Derek GP is P4, 0.1 behind Jordan GP. Derek GP passed Jordan GP for P3. Jordan GP in Curva Via Zone is P4, 0.2 behind Derek GP. Jesse WP in Variante Delarogia is 5th, 3.2 ahead of Bill GWP. Jesse WP lost P5 to Bill GWP. Jesse WP in Curva Parabolica is 6th, 1.5 behind Bill GWP. Kelton GP is 14th, 1.3 behind Morgan GP. Bryce GP from South Africa in Curva is P12. Stewart GP in Curva del Serrallo is P11, 3.1 behind Tyrone GP. Parabolica is P10, 0.8 behind Jesse WP. Craig GP is 8th, 2.1 behind Al GP. Jesse WP is P10, 0.1 behind Tyrone GP. Bill GWP in Curva Parabolica on lap 9 is P5, 0.7 behind Jordan GP. Jesse WP from South Africa in Primavera-Onte is 10th, 0.4 behind Tyrone GP. Jesse WP passed Tyrone GP for 9th. Behind Bill GWP. Bill GWP was 1.6 faster last lap. Jesse WP in second Curva de Lesmo is 10th, 0.1 behind Tyrone GP. Jesse WP lost 10th to Stewart GP. Jordan GP in Rettifilo Partenza is P5, 1.0 behind Bill GWP. Omar WP in Mariante on lap 11 is second. Craig GP in Prima Curva de Lesmo is P8, 0.9 behind Al GP. Jesse WP is P11, 3.4 behind Stewart GP. Stewart GP was 8.6 faster last lap. Craig GP in Rettifilo Partenza is 8, 0.6 behind Al GP. Omar WP in Variante Ascari is second. Craig GP is P8, 0.5 behind Al GP. Craig GP lost P8 to Tyrone GP. Tyrone GP is P8. Tyrone GP lost 9th to Stewart GP. 20 minutes remaining in the session. Bill GWP is P4. GP in Curva Parabolica is P10, 0.9 behind Stewart GP. On lap 14 is P1. Craig GP. Stewart GP was 8.8 faster last lap. Morgan GP in Prima Curva de Lesmo is 13th. Best lap is a 136.613. 1.054 fastest lap. Is 7, 3.6 ahead of Craig GP. Variante della Roggia is P9, 1.3 behind Craig GP. Craig GP was 1.4 faster last lap. Tyrone GP in Prima Curva de Lesmo is P11, 0.3 behind Jesse WP. Jesse WP was 3.2 faster last lap. Craig GP on lap 14 is 8th, 1.0 behind Glenn GP. Stewart GP in Variante della Roggia is P10, 1.1 behind Jesse WP. 15 minutes remaining in the session. Glenn GP is P8, 0.1 behind Craig GP. Bryce GP. Morgan GP was 12.8 faster last lap. Morgan GP passed Bryce GP for P12. Jesse WP is 9th, 0.8 behind Glenn GP. Jesse WP was 6.9 faster last lap. Jesse WP passed Glenn GP for 8th. Stewart GP in Curva de Assault is P10 with 50 kilos, 0.5 behind Glenn GP. Stewart GP was 2.0 faster last lap. Glenn GP on lap 16 is 9th battling Stewart GP. Stewart GP was 2.0 faster last lap. Glenn GP lost P9 to Stewart GP. Glenn GP lost P10 to Tyrone GP. Bill GWP from South Africa in Prima Variante is 4th, 0.5 behind Derek GP. Bill GWP. Is P3, 0.6 ahead of Derek GP. Derek GP in Variante Ascari is 4th, 0.5 behind Bill GWP. Bill GWP was 1.2 faster last lap. GP in second, Curva de Lesmo is 11, 0.9 behind Tyrone GP. Behind Bill GWP. Glenn GP is P11, 1.0 behind Tyrone GP. Best lap is a 1:37.389. 1.830 off the fastest lap. 10 minutes remaining in the session. Glenn GP in Variante Ascari is 11. 0.9 behind Tyrone GP. Al GP in Prima Variante is P7, 1.2 ahead of Jesse WP. Al GP lost 7th to Jesse WP. Tyrone GP in Purple Diazone on lap 19 is P10, 0.5 behind Stewart GP. 0.1 behind Glenn GP. Stewart GP passed Glenn GP for P9. Glenn GP in second, Curva de Lesmo is P11, 0.1 behind Tyrone GP. Glenn GP passed Tyrone GP for P10. is a 136.539. 1.471 off the fastest lap. Glen GP in Prima Variante is 10, 1.2 behind Stewart GP. Glen GP passed Stewart GP for P9. Morgan GP in Curva Viaso is 12, 0.4 behind Tyrone GP. South Africa in Prima Curva de Lesmo is P12. Tyrone GP passed Stewart GP for P10. Morgan GP from South Africa in second Curva de Lesmo is P12, 0.1 behind Stewart GP. Morgan GP passed Stewart GP for 11. Is 7, 0.8 behind Craig GP. Jesse WP was 5.2 faster last lap. Derek GP from South Africa is P4. Glen GP from South Africa in Variante della Regia is P9, 2.7 behind Al GP. Glen GP was 2.1 faster last lap. 5 minutes remaining in the session. Jesse WP is 7, 0.5 behind Craig GP. Jesse WP passed Craig GP for 6. Craig GP is 7. Craig GP lost P7 to Al GP. Morgan GP in Curva Parabolica is P11, 1.0 behind Tyrone GP. Morgan GP is 11, 0.4 behind Tyrone GP. Morgan GP was 3.4 faster last lap. Morgan GP is now P10. Glen GP in Prima Curva de Lesmo is P12, 0.5 behind Stewart GP. Stewart GP was 2.4 faster last lap. Glen GP is now 11th. Tyrone GP entering the pits is 13th. Craig GP is P9. 1.0 behind Morgan GP. Tyrone GP exiting pits. Craig GP is now 9. Craig GP is now P9. Morgan GP on lap 23 is 2.1 ahead of Craig GP. GP in Variante Ascari is P1. Stewart GP from South Africa in second. Curva de Lesmo is 10. Glen GP is P11. Best lap is a 1:37.967. 2.899 off the fastest lap. Stewart GP from South Africa in Retafilo Partenza is P10. Morgan GP in Curva is P8. Best lap is a 1:35.908. 0.840 off the fastest lap. Al GP in Prima Curva de Lesmo is 0.1 behind Morgan GP. The leader has just finished the race. Chizo GP finished P1. Jesse WP is 6th. Jesse WP finished P6. Omar WP finished 2nd. Jason WP finished 13th. Elton GP finished 15th. Morgan GP finished 7th. Tyrone GP finished P14. Al GP finished 8th. Craig GP finished 9th. Stewart GP finished 10th. Bill GWP finished P3. Glen GP finished 11th. Derek GP finished 4th. Bryce GP is P12. Bryce GP finished P12. Announcer bot is active. Chad GP from South Africa in Lovan Strait is 5th. Emil WP from South Africa in Port Water is P2. Derek GP from South Africa in midweek is 12. Jason WP from South Africa is P2. Best lap is a 4:27.814. Morgan GP from South Africa in Woodcote is P8. Chad GP is 9. Ten minutes remaining in the session. Liam GP from South Africa in Port Water is P13. Morgan GP from South Africa in Lovan Strait is P11. Liam GP is P8. Borattle GP from South Africa is 11th. Omar WP from South Africa is 4th. Best lap is a 10:05.850. Jesse WP from South Africa in Levant is P12. Kitso GP from South Africa in Fort Water is 3rd. Best lap is a 1:26.144. Chad GP is 3rd. Best lap is a 1:25.319. Kitso GP in Woodcote is 5th. Derek GP in Levant is P1. Best lap is a 1:23.064. Remaining in the session. Jesse WP in Port Water is P6. Best lap is a 1:27.449. Jason WP in Levant Strait is 7th. GWP from South Africa in Chicane is 13th. Jesse WP in Fort Water is 6th. Real GWP is P14. Da Silva GP from South Africa is P11. Jesse WP is P6. From South Africa in chicane is P13. King GP from South Africa in Fort Water is P11. Da Silva GP in midweek is 7th. Best lap is a 1:29.822. Keen GP in Woodcote is 11th. Chad GP from South Africa in Fort Water is P5. Kitso GP in Luband is first. Best lap is a 1:22.056. Announcer bot is active. The qualification session is at Goodwood Circuit in Chichester, Great Britain. The wind speed is 14 km/h from the north-northeast. Cody GP is P1. Chad GP from South Africa is 4th. Keen GP from South Africa is P4. Da Silva GP from South Africa is 8th. Morgan GP from South Africa is 7th. Jason WP from South Africa is P11 up 3.29. Jesse WP from South Africa is P7. Jason WP in Lovan Strait is P8 up 2.96. Chad GP is 8th. Keen GP is 6th. Keen GP improved is P3 with a 121.933. 0.198 off pole. Quincy GP from South Africa is 7th. Quincy GP improved is P7 with a 123.760. 2.025 off pole. Cody GP from South Africa is 8th up 2.00. 5 minutes remaining in the session. Cody GP improved is 5th with a 122.264. 0.529 off pole. Omar WP from South Africa in chicane is P2. Borattle GP from South Africa in chicane is P10. Chad GP is provisional pole with a 121.387. Pizzo GP from South Africa is P10. Quincy GP from South Africa in chicane is 9th. Derek GP from South Africa is P3. Derek GP is provisional pole with a 120.944. Da Silva GP is P13. Jesse WP is 11th up 3.25. Jesse WP improved is 7th with a 122.222. 1.278 off pole. Borattle GP is 13. 121.664. 0.720 off pole. Derek GP is first. Derek GP is provisional pole with a 120.785. Morgan GP in Woodcote is 15th up 1.37. Omar WP is 6th up 0.61. Omar WP improved his P3 with a 121.382. 0.597 off pole. Quincy GP in Love and Straight is P12 up 1.89. Quincy GP improved his P9 with a 122.243. 1.458 off pole. Morgan GP in Chicane is P15. Emil WP from South Africa is 16. Eddie GP from South Africa is P17. Liam GP from South Africa in Woodcote is 7th up 0.88. Keen GP is 6th. The qualifying session is now in overtime. Keen GP improved his third with a 121.279. 0.494 off pole. Bill GWP from South Africa is 7th up 0.71. Bill GWP is provisional pole with a 120.722. Eddie GP is P17 up 1.81. The race session is at Goodwood Circuit in Chichester, Great Britain. The wind speed is 13 km/h from the north-northeast. Kitso GP is P1. Bill GWP from South Africa is P2. Derek GP from South Africa is 3rd. Keen GP from South Africa is 4th. Oradal GP from South Africa is 5th. Liam GP from South Africa is P6. Omar WP from South Africa is P7. Chad GP from South Africa is 8th. 40 minutes remaining in the session. Race start. Kitso GP is 1st. Oradal GP entering the pits is 5th. Morgan GP entering the pits is P13. Oradal GP in Madwick is 6th. Jesse WP entering the pits is P1. Derek GP is P3. Jesse WP exiting pits. Bill GWP is 4th. Bill GWP is now 3rd. Bill GWP lost 3rd to Keen GP. Kitso GP from South Africa in Lovan Strait is P5. Ethan GP from South Africa is P13. Chad GP in Madwick is P2, 0.4 behind Derek GP. Kitso GP is P8 with 50 kilos, 0.1 ahead of Emil WP. Kitso GP is now P11. Kitso GP is now 13. Keen GP on lap 2 is P5, 0.4 behind Cody GP. Keen GP is now P8. Emil WP from South Africa in St. Mary's is 10th, 0.4 behind Jason WP. Emil WP is now 11. Emil WP is now P11. Ethan GP in Lovan Strait is P7, 0.5 behind Morgan GP. Chad GP from South Africa is P2, 0.3 behind Derek GP. Chad GP passed Derek GP for P1. De Silva GP from South Africa is P16, 0.1 behind Emil WP. De Silva GP passed Emil WP for P15. Morgan GP from South Africa in Matwick is 9, 3.3 behind Kitso GP. Morgan GP lost P11 to Eddie GP. Emil WP exiting pits. Morgan GP is now 12. Chad GP is P4. Jason WP from South Africa in St. Mary's is P10, 0.2 behind Keen GP. Jason WP is now P12. De Silva GP is P15. 0.4 behind Morgan GP. Da Silva GP passed Morgan GP for P14. Bill GWP in Madwick is P3, 0.2 behind Cody GP. Eddie GP from South Africa is P9, 0.3 ahead of Keen GP. Eddie GP was 3.7 faster last lap. Eddie GP lost P9 to Keen GP. Jason WP in Madwick is P12 with 50 kilos, 0.1 behind Quincy GP. 35 minutes remaining in the session. Jason WP lost P12 to Jesse WP. Jason WP lost P14 to Morgan GP. Oradel GP is P6. Jason WP is 15, 0.5 behind Da Silva GP. Da Silva GP was 3.3 faster last lap. Eddie GP entering the pits is P1. Omar WP from South Africa in chicane is P5, 0.5 behind Cody GP. Omar WP is now fourth. Bill GWP is second. Best lap is a 1:20.607. 0.048 off the fastest lap. Pizzo GP is P15, 0.4 behind Da Silva GP. GP in Fort Water is 9, 0.1 behind Keen GP. Cody GP from South Africa in St. Mary's is P8, 0.6 ahead of Ethan GP. Cody GP lost 8th to Ethan GP. Bill GWP in Madwick on lap 6 is P2, 0.7 behind Derek GP. Oradel GP from South Africa is 5th, 0.5 behind Liam GP. Oradel GP passed Liam GP for 4th. Quincy GP from South Africa in Fort Water is P10, 0.5 behind Ethan GP. Ethan GP is 10th. Derek GP from South Africa is P1, 4.0 ahead of Omar WP. Derek GP lost P1 to Omar WP. Quincy GP in Woodcote is P9. Omar WP in Fort Water is P2, 0.1 behind Derek GP. Omar WP was 11.7 faster last lap. Jason WP is 13th, 0.1 behind Morgan GP. Jason WP passed Morgan GP for P12. Omar WP in Levant is P2, 0.5 behind Derek GP. Ethan GP from South Africa is 11th, 1.1 behind Jesse WP. Jesse WP was 3.6 faster last lap. Emil WP entering the pits is P16. Ethan GP lost 11th to Jason WP. Ethan GP lost 12th to Morgan GP. 30 minutes remaining in the session. Omar WP in midweek is P2. Best lap is a 1:20.253. Liam GP is 5th, 0.2 behind Derek GP. Liam GP was 0.8 faster last lap. Liam GP passed Derek GP for P4. Emil WP entering the pits is 16th. Derek GP in ST Marys is P5, 0.5 behind Liam GP. Emil WP exiting pits. Kitso GP is P14, 0.5 behind Ethan GP. Kitso GP passed Ethan GP for 13. Liam GP in Woodcote is P5, 0.4 behind Derek GP. Eddie GP exiting pits. Kitso GP from South Africa in Levant is P14, 0.3 behind Ethan GP. Borattle GP in Port Water is 3rd. Best lap is a 1:21.517. 1.264 off the fastest lap. Quincy GP is P7. Best lap is a 1:20.903. 0.650 off the fastest lap. Cody GP in ST Marys is 9th, 2.3 ahead of Jesse WP. Cody GP lost 9th to Jesse WP. Cody GP is now 10th. Jesse WP from South Africa in ST Marys is 12th, 2.5 behind Cody GP. Borattle GP on lap 10 is 2nd, 0.5 behind Omar WP. Emil WP entering the pits is P16. Chad GP in midweek is 6th, 0.4 behind Liam GP. Chad GP was 1.7 faster last lap. Keen GP in Fort Water is P7, 0.3 behind Chad GP. Derek GP in ST Marys is P8, 1.4 behind Bill GWP. Derek GP passed Bill GWP for P7. Jason WP in ST Marys is P9. Ethan GP entering the pits is 14. Jason WP lost 9 to Morgan GP. Omar WP is 2nd, 0.3 behind Borattle GP. Emil pits is 16th. Chad GP in Midweek is 4th, 1.0 behind Keen GP. "25 minutes remaining in the session. Omar WP in Lovan Straight is 2nd, 0.6 behind Oradal GP. Emil WP exiting pits. Ethan GP entering the pits is P13. Chad GP in Midweek is 4th, 1.0 behind Keen GP. Emil WP entering the pits is 16th. Ethan GP exiting pits. Pizza GP is P12, 0.4 behind Jason WP. Quincy GP is 7th. Chad GP is P4. Cody GP in Woodcote on lap 12 is 10, 2.9 ahead of Jason WP. Cody GP lost P11 to Pizza GP. Pizza GP is 11, 0.5 behind Jason WP. Jason WP is P11, 0.4 behind Kitso GP. Ethan GP exiting pits. Keen GP in Woodcote is P4, 0.1 behind Chad GP. Keen GP is now P6. Derek GP is 4th, 0.2 behind Liam GP. Derek GP was 0.7 faster last lap. Derek GP passed Liam GP for P3. Liam GP in Midweek is 4th, 0.4 behind Derek GP. Liam GP is now P6. Quincy GP in Fort Water is P7, 0.5 behind Liam GP. Quincy GP was 1.1 faster last lap. Best lap is a 120.559. 0.630 off the fastest lap. Quincy GP is P7, 0.4 behind Liam GP. Kitso GP is 11th, 4.5 behind Jason WP. Kitso GP was 3.8 faster last lap. 20 minutes remaining in the session. Quincy GP is P7, 0.1 behind Liam GP. Chad GP from South Africa is P4, 0.8 behind Derek GP. Moradal GP in chicane is second, 2.8 behind Omar WP. Omar WP was 1.9 faster last lap. Omar WP in midweek is P1. Omar WP lost first to Moradal GP. Chad GP in midweek is 4th, 0.5 behind Derek GP. Chad GP was 1.8 faster last lap. Quincy GP in Fort Water is P7, 0.8 behind Liam GP. Liam GP in St. Mary's is P7, 0.8 behind Quincy GP. Liam GP is now P8. Morgan GP on lap 16 is P9, 0.2 behind Liam GP. Bill GWP from South Africa in Windcote is 6th, 4.6 ahead of Quincy GP. Bill GWP was 3.8 faster last lap. Bill GWP lost 8th to Morgan GP. Morgan GP from South Africa is 8th, 0.4 behind Liam GP. Liam GP was 0.7 faster last lap. Liam GP is P8, 0.3 behind Morgan GP. Morgan GP was 13.1 faster last lap. Morgan GP in Lubbock is 7th, 1.3 behind Quincy GP. Morgan GP passed Quincy GP for P6. Chad GP is P5, 0.1 behind Keen GP. Assetto GP from South Africa is 13. Chad GP is 5th, 0.4 behind Keen GP. Remaining in the session. Ethan GP entering the pits is P15. Kitso GP is 11th, 0.3 behind Liam GP. Kitso GP passed Liam GP for P10. Bill GWP is 8th. 0.3 behind Quincy GP. Quincy GP in chicane is 7th, 1.3 ahead of Bill GWP. Eddie GP entering the pits is 16th. Quincy GP lost 8th to Jason WP. Cody GP is P12. Liam GP in Fort Water is 11, 1.2 behind Kitso GP. Quincy GP on lap 19 is P11, 0.1 behind Liam GP. King GP is 5th, 0.5 behind Chad GP. Chad GP was 4.1 faster last lap. Chad GP is P4 battling King GP. King GP in Levan Straight is P5. Best lap is a 1:20.553. 0.624 off the fastest lap. Liam GP is 10th, 0.5 behind Kitso GP. Kitso GP was 5.3 faster last lap. Chad GP entering the pits is P4. Liam GP is now P9. Kitso GP from South Africa in Woodcote is P9. Kitso GP passed Liam GP for 8th. Kitso GP lost 11th to Cody GP. Quincy GP is P8, 3.4 ahead of Liam GP. Morgan GP from South Africa in chicane is 5th. Quincy GP in Loban Straight is P9 battling Liam GP. 10 minutes remaining in the session. Cody GP is P11, 4.7 behind Chad GP. Omar WP in midweek is P1. Omar WP lost first to Oradal GP. Quincy GP is P9. Chad GP is P11 with 50 kilos. Bill GWP is P6 with 50 kilos, 0.8 behind Morgan GP. Bill GWP passed Morgan GP for P5. Omar WP is second, 1.0 behind Oradal GP. De Silva GP entering the pits is 13. De Silva GP exiting pits. Morgan GP in Madquick is P6, 1.4 behind Bill GWP. Omar WP in chicane is second, 0.5 behind Oradal GP. Quincy GP is 9, 0.5 behind Liam GP. Omar WP in ST Marys is P2, 0.1 behind Oradal GP. Omar WP passed Oradal GP for P1. Quincy GP from South Africa is P9, 0.3 behind Liam GP. Bill GWP in ST Marys is 6th, 0.5 behind Morgan GP. Bill GWP passed Morgan GP for P5. Five minutes remaining in the session. Quincy GP in ST Marys is P9, 0.9 behind Liam GP. Quincy GP was 1.2 faster last lap. Straight is second. Best lap is a 1:19.947. 0.018 off the fastest lap. Morgan GP is first, 2.9 ahead of Omar WP. Omar WP was 6.0 faster last lap. Jason WP is P7, 2.9 behind Bill GWP. Quincy GP on lap 26 is 0.6 behind Liam GP. Liam GP was 0.5 faster last lap. Chad GP in chicane is P10, 0.4 ahead of Cody GP. Chad GP lost P10 to Cody GP. Chad GP lost P11 to Kitso GP. Corrado GP is P2, 0.4 behind Omar WP. Jesse WP is P13. Liam GP is P8. Best lap is a 1:21.338. 1.409 off the fastest lap. Liam GP passed Quincy GP for 7. Quincy GP is 8. Keen GP is 4th. GP is second, 0.5 behind Omar WP. Keen GP is 4th. Corrado GP in 0.4 behind Omar WP. Quincy GP entering the pits is P7. The leader has just finished the race. Oradal GP finished P1. Chad GP finished 11th. Liam GP finished 7th. Omar WP finished P2. Derek GP finished P3. Da Silva GP finished P14. Keen GP finished 4th. Bill GWP finished 5th. Jason WP finished 6th. Pizzo GP finished 8th. Cody GP finished P9. Jesse WP finished P12.